from yesterday.
And that will now be the series of the conference semifinals round. Conference semifinals. That would be the Spurs, who are up 2-1 going in the last night's game, and the homebound Timberwolves. It was a nip and tuck game. The Spurs wanted to handle things, but the Timberwolves in the fourth quarter seized control. And I got to give them credit. They really took Victor Wembanyama out the game. 114-109 was the final score for the losing Spurs. Dylan Harper with 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals. But Ant, when he's motivated,
On bad knees, by the way.
it is almost impossible
And
to
yes, I
stop.
said, and yes, I said knees with an S. Both knees are not 100%.
It is impossible to stop him when he gets going. 6 rebounds to go along with 36 points. And this team should not even be where they are. The Spurs, the Spurs should be more talented, more dominant down low, and they
Well,
should. They should. I didn't say they
well,
are.
that
I say
that
I
that
didn't.
that dominance down low gets diminished when somebody gets
That,
ejected at
that's that, that
8:39
that's
left in the
that's
second
that's
quarter.
that's where I was going to go. I said should, but even when that same force is on the court, they're not as dominant because this Timberwolves team is extremely scrappy, and they could be physical along with. In fact, that's the elixir. They're being more physical to the Spurs. Cut to Wimby being booted out of the game well into well with well into less than 9 minutes to go in the first half. Now you could say, well, that's easy because I mean it's easy for the Timberwolves to beat the Spurs. You could do that without Victor Wembanyama. They beat him with Wembanyama on the floor, and I'm not talking about this game.
Game one.
Yeah, so this team could beat them with or without Wembanyama on the floor. It seems like the Timberwolves have what it takes to neutralize what the Spurs do. And that's something that people were not thinking the Thunder can do. Now we got to say it looks like there's a team who can, and that team looks like it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 2 games each. Now this series is a best of 3. Ugh.
But the headline news,
Yeah. Mr. Wembyamba, he will not be suspended. We will see him in San Antonio and not on the bench. He will be on the court for game 5. So it looks like the elbow he threw to Mr. Nasir Reed is not going to cost him a game.
Spurs star Victor Wembanyama would not face any further disciplinaries following elbow to Minnesota's Nas Reed, and we'll play game 5 against the Timberwolves. He's not even getting fined.
I guess they figured the ejection was enough.
Do you agree or disagree with Adam Silver in the NBA?
I agree. I mean,
You agree?
yeah, because Wembanyama doesn't really have a track record of just throwing bows, and he's not a dirty player. He doesn't strike me as that. And you gotta sometimes let those things go. I mean, you make mistakes, and you sometimes err on the side of aggression. Unfortunately, that happens. That happens. What I can say is, Timberwolves fan, you shouldn't be upset. In fact, one of my homeboys is a Timberwolves fan, and he actually lives in the Twin Cities. He actually said he doesn't think it was that elbow was not worthy of suspension, and he would say it if it was. So no, it's not worthy of suspension. The having him not play the rest of the game, I think, was stiff enough.
Well, I went to the people. He had mixed reactions. Some felt like he should have been suspended for game 5. You want to be consistent in the NBA? You want to care about players' health and safety? We'll be on to get suspended for game 5. Others feel like Mr. Johnson. Hey, He practically missed most of game 4 already. But they did say he should have been at least fined.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't find him. That I am surprised.
And there's some out there that says, no, we want to see the best players on the court during this time so the other team can earn their way to the next round. Don't
Mm.
deprive the Spurs the opportunity without Wembanyama. So I got mixed reaction from the people. You fall in the category of, hey, he got ejected, first offense, all things good. Let's go. Let's gear up for
Yeah,
game 5.
yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, it shouldn't be, in my estimation, he doesn't need to be suspended a game, and the fine, maybe he probably could have gotten a fine, but oh well. I guess they figured, like I said, I guess they figured him being out the rest of the game was stiff enough.
So those of you who are watching, tell us your thoughts on the chat. Did the NBA get it right by not doing anything further to Victor Wembanyama and allowing him to play in game 5? Or you thought that Wembanyama should have been suspended and fined, or suspended or fined, whatever the case may be? Let us know. Texas, Cole Johnson State.
Yeah, 100. This game's taking place 180 miles west of here, west of where I am. Timberwolves, Spurs. Now the Timberwolves did come down to San Antonio and win last week, so it is not impossible for them to win another game at the riverfront. I mean Riverwalk. But yes, I see the over under is 216.5 points, and the Spurs are favored by 9.5. Since Wimby is not going to be in lemon, is actually going to play, and he's not going to be suspended. I think he wants to prove that how he was in Game 4, leading to his ejection. He's going to play with a little bit of anger, and that's good at this time of year, because that he's going to have to match the intensity of Anthony Edwards, and I think he's up to the challenge.
I'm agreeing with him. I like the Spurs. I think the Spurs finna come out here and might be dominant.
And as I said,
And
to
remember,
me,
it took Anthony Edwards to beat the Spurs without Victor Wembanyama in game 4.
and
The
here's the
Spurs
thing.
was leading going into the fourth quarter.
Yep. And here's the thing. You all have to understand the Spurs are not a one-trick pony. They are loaded to the teeth with talent. So if you think that the Spurs and their advancement is contingent upon Wembanyama having Nikola Jokic type of games, no, it's not. He can have those, yes, but it's not, because that doggone backcourt is ridiculous.
You have no idea. So I like the Spurs in this one. Not saying they'll go to Minnesota and wipe out Minnesota in game 6, but game 5 back in San Antonio after Victor Wembanyama has been ejected from a game, and the Spurs know they still could have won that game without him. Oh yeah, they feeling some type of way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're feeling salty.
They feeling some type of way, and I expect them to display it tomorrow on NBC and Peacock.